Good morning. Good morning. Woo, baby. Good morning, boys and girls. This is your playground guide, Johnny Juan Ortiz, here in the Fun Life community. Guys, where we really do encourage you to activate, and for some of you older kids, reactivate that childlike faith that is inside of you to be able to live out your childhood dreams in this playground we call life, guys. And today you just happen to fall on something to smile about Saturday, where I'm not selling coaching. I'm not trying to pump you up and motivate you and prime and get you inspired. Today, guys, I'm just going to give you something to smile about. And we're continuing on in our book, Something to Smile About by Mr. Zig Ziglar, that's who this whole fun life is powered by, right? And so last year, well, it was last year. Last year, the last Saturday, Something to Smile About Saturday, we talked about how the commitment was total, where it was the story of the Ben Hogan. And so that was a really good story. But today, guys, I'm telling you, you're not going to want to miss this. And this one is probably one that you're going to want to go look up for yourself or pause the recording, save it, because the information I'm about to drop on you guys is going to be so worth, especially if you're a business owner, especially if you're a real estate agent, especially if you're in sales, roofing, landscaping, you name it. If you require somebody to sign on the line that is dotted for you to earn a commission, you're going to want to pay close attention to this episode. And I'm going to give you guys 3 key things that you can do to make sure that you start 2025 on the right foot, closing more deals, right? We're going to stop spinning our wheels and start closing more deals. So let's get this show on the road, baby, because I got stuff to do today. So the story says that conviction is key. And so the late Mary Crowley frequently commented that one person with a conviction would do more than 100 who only had an interest. Commitment is the key to staying the course and completing the project. Conviction always precedes commitment. That's what I call a rider downer. Conviction always precedes commitment. When you're convinced as a salesperson that you're selling a marvelous product, your demeanor, body language, voice inflection, and facial expressions communicate to the prospect that you fervently believe you're offering something of value. Many times the prospect will buy not because of her belief in the product, goods, or service, but because of the belief of the salesperson in the product being offered. I'm telling you guys, you're going to want to come back to this one. Our feelings are transferable. Courage can be and frequently is transferred to the other person. Convictions are the same way. It has a little side note here that says a person is persuaded more by the depth of your convictions than by the breadth of your knowledge. And so the teacher who fervently believes in the message he delivers will persuade the student by the very depth of that conviction. One of my favorite Mary Kay Ash quotes is, "Many people have gone further, a lot further, than they thought they could because someone else thought they could." In short, their confidence, born of someone else's conviction, had enabled them to make it. Convictions come from knowledge and a feeling that what we're teaching, doing, or selling is absolutely right. When we transfer that conviction to those within our sphere of influence, they and society benefits. Show me a person with a deep conviction, and I'll show you a person who has made a commitment to deliver those convictions to others. Show me a great leader, and I'll show you a person of convictions, of deep convictions, who is able to attract followers because of those convictions. I'll show you a person who is happy in what she is doing and far more successful than people who do not have those convictions. Message? What's the key takeaway here? I'm so glad you asked. Thank you for joining me this beautiful Saturday morning. I hope everybody's enjoying the cool weather before the cold weather. But the message is this: buy the idea, develop those convictions, and make the commitment, guys. It's a new year. It's a new year, guys. Let's make that commitment. Let's make those convictions. Now, down here, a little side note, Executive Speechwriter Newsletter says, "I'm certain all of us have heard about the employee who always gives his company an honest day's work. Of course, it may take him a week to do it." That's one of those Mr. Ziglar funnies that he drops in his in his books and his writings all the time. Guys, what did you think about that? So let's go back and let's unpack that, right? Because what happens here, guys, on this something to smile about Saturday, what sets apart great leaders? I mean, seriously, what sets apart great leaders? The persuasive teachers and successful people, successful salespeople. It's not just the knowledge that we were talking about. I would even say it's not even the confidence. It's that deep-seated conviction, right? So let's dive into how that power of belief transforms lives and really does create that lasting success, because that's ultimately what you want, right? That's ultimately what everybody wants. So stay tuned, because I'm also going to give you the 5 key questions to the one of the most powerful quotes that Mr. Ziglar ever had. And you guys know what that is, don't you? You know what that is. If not, you're going to want to stay tuned, because we're fixing to break it down, baby. All right, let's go. So for all you cool kids out there, right? Welcome back to something. This is the very first something to smile about Saturday on the new year, right? 2025. Can y'all believe that? Wow. The very first Saturday of 2025, guys. And today we're just simply going into the secret sauce. That's conviction. The secret sauce of sales, of business, is that conviction. It's not just what you know. It's how much you believe in what you do that makes all the difference, guys. And so we're going to go into the middle of the playground and see how conviction leads to commitment. It inspires others and drives impact in every key area of your lives, guys. Because Mary Crowley, as we read in the thing, said that one person with conviction will do more than 100 people with just an interest. And that's because conviction fuels commitment, and it drives actions, right? Commitment drives actions. And so whether you're selling a product, leading a team, teaching a concept, right? Your belief in what you're doing shines so much brighter and so much hotter than any facts or figures, right? And again, what was it? You don't have to be great to start, but you do have to start to be great. Guys, it's the first of the year. It's the first of the month. Mondays, we're fixing to come into the very first motivational Monday of 2025. And so what are you doing with it, right? James 2:17 says, faith by itself, if not accompanied by action, is dead. Faith without works is dead, guys. And so my challenge to you this 2025, it's a little early. I get it. I understand. But you know what? That's all part of it. Most of you guys will probably watch this on the replay, and that's perfectly cool with that. No, not a big deal. Take a moment and just reflect. We talked about this this past Thursday. Yeah, this past Thursday. The power of reflection. So what's an area where you need to deepen your conviction? You know what it is. I don't have to sit up here and yell it, preach about it, talk about it. You know, what is it? Write it down, because I want you to start building that belief today, right here, this very moment. I know it's Saturday, but you know what? There's no rest for the weary, right? We got to keep on pushing. We got to keep on going, because we got people to help. We got people to serve. We got things to do, right? And so conviction, guys, it really is contagious, right? It's kind of like having a fever. You got to get that white, you got to get to a certain temperature so that you can be contagious. And so once you get white hot, as one of my mentors used to say, you get so white hot, guys, that it spreads like wildfire. And so when you fervently believe in your product or your service, the message that you're trying to relay, others are going to feel that too, guys. And so that's why customers buy from passionate salespeople, right? Those students really do excel under those inspired teachers, and those followers rally behind those visionary leaders, guys. And so I'm telling you guys, all you have to do is do just that much more, right? Mary Kay Ash, right? The quote that she talked about in the book, that many people have gone further than they thought they could, simply because someone else thought they could. Somebody else believed them, right? That's that Ted Lasso banner that he has in the back of his, on the top of his deal, where it's believe. And when you believe, guys, in something, it's so powerful, right? Because you have that deep-seated conviction, right? Proverbs 18:21 says the power of life and death are what? They're in the tongue, baby. And those who love it shall eat its fruit. What are you eating? What's coming? What's coming out of the words? What are the words coming out of your mouth, guys? We have 26 letters in the alphabet, and you get to choose. You really do get to choose how to put those letters together to form words, to form sentences, to form paragraphs, to form stories, guys. And Mr. Ziglar, Tom Ziglar, right? The proud son of legendary speaker, trainer, motivator, Mr. Zig Ziglar said this, that the story we tell ourselves is the most powerful story in the world. So stop telling yourself that story that you kept telling yourself in 2024, right? Stop living the same 75 years over and over again and calling it a life, guys. No, done. I'm out. I'm out on that program. I want to speak life into me, into my family, into my career, into my community, into my church. Guys, there's so much out there for you to do. So thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate you. See some of you popping on here, guys. Thank you guys so much for doing that. It's one of those things, guys, that once you have it in you, it's so hard to let go, right? Once you see it, you can't unsee it. Once you heard it, you can't unhear it. Once the word leaves your mouth, you can't take it back. And so this is why I do what I do, because the viewers DM me, call me, text me. I got off of a strategy session last night, yesterday, about 4:30 with the gentleman that we just re-enrolled into the program. And guys, I cannot wait to see the transformation that happens in his life, guys. It is just so awesome. Okay, so here's the 3 things that I've been wanting to share with you, okay? About building your conviction for 2025, right? Because conviction just doesn't appear. You're not just going to walk up on it. Oh, hey, look, that looks like a bag of conviction. No, it's something that you build. You have to build on it. So the first thing is knowledge, right? Understand your product, your message, or your mission inside and out. Know it better than your competition. You've got to. That's one of those things that whenever I sold cars, I knew my vehicles inside and out. And so you have to understand the knowledge. Number 2 is the experience, right? Actively practice and refine your craft, right? That's that 7th habit of the highly effective people, right? Stephen Covey. And so refine your craft, sharpen your craft, get it going, guys. Number 3, it's your passion, right? I would even go as far as saying skill. Connect with the deeper why behind why you do what you do. And so once you understand how all of that kind of blends together, right? I was telling you about that quote that Mr. Ziglar is he built an entire career, entire living off of this one quote. You ready? This is going to be the writer downer. If you do not know this quote, you need to commit it to memory. You need to go ahead and just let me know. Matter of fact, I'll give you the little book of big quotes. And in that little book of big quotes, it says that you watching right now live or on the replay, can have everything in life you want if you're just willing to help enough other people get what it is that they want. So the very first question that I asked my gentleman yesterday was, what do you want? What do you want, baby? And then the next question is, why do you want it? Why do you want what you want? And then the third question is, who are you going to help? Who is your ideal client? Who is your avatar? However you want to call it, right? Who is that? Who are you going after? Who are you trying to serve, right? And then the next one is, what is it that they want, right? How can you help other people get what they want if you don't know what they want? And then the last one is, how are you specifically going to help them, guys? If you can answer those, come back. I know I said a little bit fast. I've been kind of role playing this for a little while. So I don't expect you to get it all right away, but it's something that you've got to do, guys, because once you have that conviction deep down inside of you, right? I remember getting that phone call about a year ago. Somebody said, hey, what you just shared with me resonated. And I was about to do something that I really didn't want to do, but what you said really ministered to me, really talked to my heart. And I had to have this conversation, guys. We were able to get them the help that they needed. We were able to get them to a better place. And I can honestly sit there and tell you that right now they are doing so much better than just a year ago. And so those are the reasons why I keep doing what I'm doing, because I never know who's watching, right? We talked about this yesterday in 2 Timothy 1:7. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of what? Yeah, power. Right, the power of life and death in the tongue. But He's given us the spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind, right? Self-control, that disciplined mind. And so the challenge for you in here and this part of it is just simply this: ask yourself, because a lot of this is reflection, right? It's that where is it? Intrinsic, where you're going to have to do some of this solidarity work. You're going to have to do that Byron Katie, the work. You're going to have to step into it. Ask yourself, what steps can I take right now, this week, to deepen my knowledge, build my experience, and reignite my passion? I'm talking about develop that skill like nobody's business, right? The Ziglar performance formula was attitude times effort times skill equals performance, right? 1 times 1 times 1 equals, right? 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. But if you double your attitude, all of a sudden 2 times 1 times 1, you've already doubled your efforts. You've already doubled your production. Then you go in and you get better, put in better effort. Then you go in and you put you develop your skill, right? You reignite that passion, right? Light that fire up, baby. And all of a sudden you've got something that people just can't stop, right? They can't stop you because they can only hope to contain you. I know it's early, guys. I know it's early, but this is something to smile about, because if you're out there living your fun, most blessed life ever, I'm telling you, you love them or hate them. I don't care what you think about them, right? Pedro right here, we got him on lockdown. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, we got him on lockdown by the microphone. He's trying to hog it from me. But he simply says this in his fun fact, right? Did you know that Walt Disney's conviction in his vision was so strong that he mortgaged his own home to fund Disneyland? I'm talking about that's when you know that you've got conviction on your side. If you're willing to put it all on the line, right? All on red, right? All on red. Let's go. His belief turned dreams into reality for millions of guys. And I know they've been in the media, good, bad, or indifferent, but I'm telling you guys, all you cool kids, this is the call to action. Now, I am going to give you a call to action because I really do believe that there is somebody out there that is just waiting to get that passion reignited. Oh man, it is so hard not to take a story like this and use it to literally transform someone else's life, because I know that you can see it. I know that you can feel it, that next level, right? I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, that next level that is right there, guys, just within your grasp. And all you have to do is believe for it, right? You were made for so much more than what you've been getting up until this point. I know, I get it. New year, new me. No, that's a myth. Nay. Not happening. New year, guys, you're going to have to, what got you here will not get you there, guys. So you're going to have to do something you've never done in order to have something you've never had. And so in order for you to do that, right, the call to action is just simply this: let's live this week with conviction, with that undying belief, right? That unapologetic abandonment that we're going after what we want in this life and nobody's going to stop us, right? And so I want you in the comments section, here's where I'm asking for your engagement. I want you to share just one thing that you're committed to achieving and how your belief is driving your actions, right? Faith without works is dead. And so I want to inspire each of us cool kids to be able to aim higher, right? A goal properly set is already half achieved, right? If you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time, guys. And so to recap this, right? The mindset behind this whole framework that I've been sharing with you guys is just simply that I want you guys to understand that conviction precedes commitment and it fuels success, right? And then the second part, the motivation, is this: your belief can inspire others to action. Did you know, I talked about this yesterday, right? When we live out, when we allow our light to shine, we give other people's permission to do the exact same thing, guys. So there's people watching you. They're watching, baby. They're always watching. I know that you guys don't comment. I know that you guys don't love any of the posts, but I know you're watching. I've even got some little haters out there, some little secret haters. And you know what? Keep watching, baby, because you're going to see me succeed, baby. It's happening. It's coming. And I don't hate you for it. Hey, I wish you all the best. Join me. Come into the fun life. Oh, man. I'm not supposed to be trying to get you guys in here. But hey, come back on Monday. I got something for you. And then the methodology is just this, right? You build that conviction through knowledge, experience, and developing your craft, developing your skill, right? That fuels your passion, guys. And so this is what pumps me up. This is what gets me excited, even early on a Saturday morning, guys. I want you to start today. Today counts. Today is one of those days that you want to be able to be, don't go work 40 hours for somebody else and don't invest some time into your dream, into your fun life, guys. So I promise you, I'm telling you guys, go out there, do that. I went a little bit longer today, guys, but I'm telling you, this story right here really resonated with me because of all of you cool kids out there that are in sales, that are out there door knocking, that are out there making those cold calls, that are out there, sending those emails out, that you're out there building those relationships, you're out there networking. And so if it's not working for you and you want to accelerate your results, come back Monday. I've got a special program for you guys that's going to help you come alive to thrive in 25, baby. Hey, this has been your playground guy, Johnny Juan Ortiz, here in the Fun Life community. It's all powered by that guy right there, legendary speaker, trainer, motivator, Mr. Zig Ziglar, and his proud son, Tom Ziglar, the author of Choose to Win, the foundational program we start all the cool kids on here in the Fun Life community, guys. Hey, we will talk to you guys on Motivational Monday. Adios, amigos. I can't help myself, man. All right, cool. All right, that's a wrap, guys.